Good day, ma'am. I am Allyna Dua, and now I am going to report Chapter 12 Organization for Office Management and Business Research. Office Management and Service. So, office work constitutes an important segment of a modern enterprise. Office management is concerned with the directions of supervision of office work. So, office work includes the recording of transaction as well as a resort thereof, writing and answering letters, filling papers, typewriting, messenger work, computing, and relative activities. Effective handling of office work is basic of an efficient management. The growing importance of office management is apparent in big increases registered by office employees as compared to non-office employees. The so-called white-collar workers are increasing percentage-wise at a rate faster than blue-collar workers. In the Philippines, traditional jobs are more remunerative, while office management is not yet a profession like accounting, nor a fixed and major function like sales or production. It is nevertheless growing in importance. Who is responsible for office management and service? So, office management function may be specialized through the appointment of an office manager. If the company has an office manager, he therefore will be responsible for the efficient executions of office management and service. The office manager must have a general knowledge of every major part of enterprise and a very intimate knowledge of some portions. He must solve problems involving particularly every activity of an enterprise. He must possess a genuine insight and ability in managerial work. The manager may have an assistant to whom he assigns such responsibility, but the basic command and contract are vested in him. Office management is not only a facilitating function, it is also an important center of coordination. The office manager is a good executive and supervisor who is expert in clerical detail and office procedures. At the same time, he must realize that records and all the things he deals with are only means of facilitate executive control and to promote the smooth functioning of a productive function. Importance of office work. Number 1, office work is facilitating function. It is essential medium through which the various activities of an enterprise are fused together. It is the lifeblood of any modern enterprise. Number 2, office services are the basis of intermanagerial activities of planning, coordinating, directing, and controlling. Facts and informations of necessary for intelligent planning. This data involves separate records, which in turn involves office tasks, the integration of decisions and actions implied in coordination, requires the exchange of information and instruction and etiquette communications between members of management. Finally, all activities involve the full coordination of the office. The technical and the individual work of particularly every department of enterprise is implemented by the office function. Office system. Office system is a term applied to way filling, making records, writing letters, computing, and so on. Office work is organized. Each office has its system of office system. In a well-organized business is made up to carefully laid out routines or established ways of doing work. What clerical activities should be centralized and what should be decentralized? So, the advocates of centralization argue that centralization enables flexibility in use of clerical personnel. Instead of having separate typists and stenographers for each unit, sections, and supervisors in film. All typists and stenographers would be concentrated in one pool of their service given where the need exists. Centralization lessens the cost of supervisions and enable lines executives to pay greater attention to their specific tasks without worrying too much about office details. Record keeping. Records of purchases and sales, of all activities and all the places where these records are made and kept in probably the most important work of the office. In large offices, these records are kept by accounting officer at the same time that he is keeping track of all the accounts on the money received, paid, and owned. So, in the conduct of business, there is always the existence of correspondence, letters received and letters sent out. In large offices, several persons may be assigned to handle correspondence, which, after having been answered, must be filled accordingly. They must be easily located for reference. In record keeping, system is very important. So, the first one is records must be simple. Second one is records should be accurate. So the third one is records should be economical. Office layout. So the job of office management with respect to the office layout consists of determinations of space requirements and their detailed utilization to provide practical arrangement of the physical factors. The arrangement of office equipment may be functional. Thus, all typing would be in one section, all mailing would be in another, and all records in a fixed place. Arrangement may be according to the flow of work, either the flow of papers or the flow of persons handling office activity. If the office is arranged accordingly to the flow of work, that flow should be procedural, straight, and convenient. Increasing use of office machines. So the increasing use of machines in office has enabled the solution of certain office managerial problems and the lowering of the office cost. This means that those offices which previously used few machines in office management are now using more, while those offices that have always used machines are finding better or improved ways of using the machines already available. The next result of an increasing use of office machines has been to increase the quantity and the quality of the office performance. Aside from typing, calculating, duplicating, dictating, transcribing, and accounting machines, many companies also use microfilming, addressing, folding, stamping, and mailing, sorting, billing, and tabulating machines. Each of these functions may be handled by the different kinds of machines. Office services. So, as earlier stated, services are for the purpose of helping other departments of the businesses to facilitate their work to the better advantages. Communications, for instance, is necessary between individuals, between departments, and with those outside of the company. Some of facilitating office services that may be summarized are the first one is handling of papers. Number two is preparations of communications. Number three is centralized correspondence practice. Number four is conservation. Number five is procurement, storing, and distributions of office stationery and forms and suppliers. Number six is maintenance of first aid unit. And lastly, the employee services. Office accounting organization. So, function of accounting. From the standpoint of office management, the main function of accounting is keeping the management informed about the operations of the whole businesses by collecting pertinent informations and presenting the same to those who are responsible for the conduct of the business. Office accounting organization. So, in charge of the accounting departments, in the chief accountant, who is responsible usually to the comptroller, the treasurer, or even the general manager. The number of people in the accounting department depends, of course, upon the size of the company and the amount of business it does. So, records. The accounting department prepares records which show how much money is received and paid out, who owe the company as well as those whom the company indebted and for the how much. From the records, it could be determined how much business says the company has made for this year and their corresponding cost and so on. Business research. For the business to succeed, its operations must be based on an accurate knowledge of facts. The decisions of the businessman must, as far as practicable, be based on the facts that not be mere guesses or beliefs as to what the facts may be. So this is the functions of businesses research to methodologically and scientifically ascertain all facts that may be bearing on the business. So together with the research and the functions of forecasting, business is also premised on knowledge that consumer desires and operations are possible of approximating and estimating the reasonable certainty. So business research is also availed of by investors who may wants to help start a factory, a marketing firm, or other businesses establishments. While the aim of the research is to get facts, it does not limit itself to the fact. Estimates, opinions, and even informations may be guide decisions making by management. Businesses research must be systematic and scientific. It is the task of management to use it wisely and effectively if it is the yield of maximum good.